Children, yesterday we did up to fourth problem in exercise 2.1 in fractions and decimals chapter. Now we are continuing fifth problem. Fifth problem is also over. We are continuing sixth problem. A car traveled 225 kilometers in 4.5 hours with uniform speed. Find the distance traveled in 1 hour. So distance traveled in 4.5 hours is equal to 225 kilometers. The distance traveled in 4.5 hours is 225 kilometers. We want to find the distance traveled in 1 hour. Distance traveled in 1 hour is equal to total distance you want to divide with the time 4.5. 225 divided by 4.5 is a mixed fraction. Converting into improper you get 9/2. 225, the reciprocal of division is multiplication into 2/9. 9 ones, 9 25s, 9 2s 18, remainder 4, 45, 9 5s. So the distance travelled in 1 hour is how much? 50 kilometers. Very easy to understand. So this is a problem on division. So the distance travelled in 4.5 hours is 225 kilometers. We want to find the distance travelled in 1 hour. 225 divided by 4.5 hours. 4.5 is a mixed fraction, converting into improper 9/2. 225 divided by 9/2 is equal to 225 into 2/9. Reciprocal of division is multiplication. Multiply with the reciprocal of 9/2, 2/9. So the final answer is 50 kilometers. Next. If 24 students share 4.5 kg of cake, then how much cake does each one will get? 24 students share cake of weight. 24 students, they shared a cake of weight is equal to 4.5 kgs. Share of cake each student gets is equal to the total weight 4.5 is divided with 24. 4.5 is a mixed fraction. 24/5 divided by 24. 24/5 into 1/24. 24 cancels, and the share of each student is 1/5 kg. Here also this is a problem on division. 24 students are there, they are sharing a cake of weight 4.5 kgs. And what is the share of each student in terms of weight? 24/5 divided by 24 gives us 1/5 kg is the weight of part of cake each student gets. So we found the share in terms of weight. So all these problems depends on multiplication and division. Now we are going to understand how to multiply decimals. Side heading you can write multiplication of decimals. Multiplication of decimals. This we are going to understand now. Suppose a number is given 31.42. How to read this? First you have to understand how to read the given decimal number. It is given to be 31, and after the decimal you have two places. That is the first decimal place and second decimal place. The first decimal place is tenths. The second decimal place is hundredths. So 31.42. You can write this in the expanded form. 3 into 10 plus 1 into 1 plus 4 into 1 by 10 plus 2 into 1 by 100. This is the expanded form of this decimal 31.42. We can expand and write the given decimals. Next we can do multiplication of a given decimal number 31.42. Suppose I ask you to multiply with 5. 31.42 is a decimal number multiplying with a whole number. So whenever you are given such problems, first you just take the decimal number multiplied by a whole number. Multiply with 5. Forget about point. Whenever you are doing multiplication, don't think about point. After the product is over, then we have to count the number of places and place the decimal accordingly. 5 2s are 10. 5 4s 20 plus 1 21. 5 1s 5 plus 2 7. 5 3s 15. Now if you count the number of decimals here, there are 2 decimals, so you start from here, count 2 decimal places and place the value after 1, the decimal place. Therefore it is 157.10. Next we do another problem. 67.29 multiply with 8. Suppose this is given. We are multiplying a decimal number by another whole number 8. So first step as it is, multiply with 8. 8 9 72. 8 2 16 plus 7 23. 8 7 56 plus 2 58. 8 6 are 48 plus 5 53. Count the number of decimal places, 2 decimal places, count from here and place the decimal. Now what is the value you got? 538.32. This is how multiplication of decimal number by whole number is taken. Next, (32.5) into 8. 8 5 is 40. 8 2 16. 16 plus 4 20. 8 3 is 24. 24 plus 2 26. Count the decimal places. There is only one decimal place, so keep after one place. So the product is 260.0. Next, we take up 94.62 into 7. 94.62 into 7, multiply with 7. 7 2s 14. 7 6 42 plus 1 43. 7 4s 28 plus 4 32. 7 9 63 plus 3 66. Count the number of decimals 1 2. So count the first 2 places and keep point. So the product is 662.34. You try these two homework. 109.761 multiply with 31. 31 table you don't know. So first you multiply with 1. 1 1s are 1, 1 6 are 6, 1 7s are 7, 1 9s 9, 1 0 0, 1 1s 1. So it is the number as it is. Whenever you multiply a number with 1, the product is the number itself. Now you multiply with 3. 3 1s are 3. 3 is in the tens place. So here you keep dot. Then 3 1s are 3. 3 6 are 18. 3 7s 21 plus 1 22. 3 9s 27 plus 2 29. 3 0 0 2. 3 1s 3. 1 9 15 12 10 4 3. Totally 3 places. So the product is 3402.591. When a decimal number 109.761 is multiplied with 31, the product is 3402.591. Next, try this homework. 61 into 2.39. This you can try homework. Multiplication of decimals, another model with 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on. That is multiples of 10. You are multiplying the given decimal numbers with 10 and multiples of 10. We will do one example. 24.183 into 10. How many decimals are there after decimal place? There are 3 places after the decimal. So you can write this number as 24,183 by 1000 into 10. Now 1010 gets cancelled. Now you are dividing 24,183 with 100. Now you have to keep the decimal after 2 places. So 241.83. That means when you multiply with 10, the point moves towards right. You can observe that. Whenever you are multiplying with 10 or multiples of 10, depending upon the number of zeros, the point moves towards right. If there is 1 zero, it moves 1 place. If there are 2 zeros, it moves 2 places, and so on. Next one. 24.183 into 100. Same case, 24,183 by 1000 into 100. Now 2 zeros gets cancelled. We got now 24,183 by 10. Now you have to keep the point after 1 place. It is 2418.3. That means the point moved 2 places towards right because you are multiplying with 100. Similarly, 24.183. You are multiplying with 1000 is equal to 24,183 by 1000 into 1000. So 1000 gets cancelled. So it is 24,183.0. The point moves 3 places. So our observation here is when it is multiplied by 10, the point moves 1 place. If it is multiplied by 100, the point moves 2 places. If it is multiplied by 1000, the point moves 3 places, and so on. So we can understand how the decimals move when you are multiplying with 10 and multiples of 10. Now you try these homework problems. Note down. 239.27 into 10. First problem. Second problem. 5.305 into 100. Third problem. 23.1 into 1000. These 3 problems you can try homework. And I will give another 4 problems also. You can try this. Fourth problem. 26.59 into 10. Fifth problem. 206.5 into 100. Next, sixth problem. 206.5 into 1000. Seventh problem. 10.001 into 1000. So all these you can try homework. You are multiplying the given decimals with 10 or multiples of 10. Multiples of 10 are 100, 1000, 10,000 and so on. Next, multiplication of 2 decimal numbers. Side heading, multiplication of 2 decimal numbers. Follow carefully. Multiplication of 2 decimal numbers. Suppose I give you 0.4 into 0.3. First step as it is. This you can write in fraction form as 4 by 10. This you can write as 3 by 10. Now multiply the numerators. 4 into 10, 3 it is 12. 10 into 10 it is 100. When you are dividing with 10 or multiples of 10, the point moves towards left. So here the point moves before 2 places. So you get 0.12. As there is no whole number, you can keep 0. It is 0.12. So this is how we can multiply decimal numbers. Next, We'll do one problem in another model. Bindu went to vegetable market with her mother to buy 3.5 kgs of onions. If the cost of onions is rupees 18.50 per kg, find the cost of 3.5 kgs of onions. So, number of kilograms of onions purchased is equal to 3.5 kgs. Cost of 1 kg of onions is equal to cost of 1 kg of onions equal to rupees 18.50. Cost of onions is equal to 18.50 is multiplied by 3.5. 18.50 is multiplied by 3.5. As I said, you can write them in the fraction form and do multiplication, or directly we can multiply. First I will write 18.50 with multiplication of 3.5. Forget about points whenever you are multiplying. Multiply with 5. 5 0 0. 5 5 is 25. 5 8 is 40 plus 2 42. 5 1 is 5 plus 4 9. 3 0 0 start with the tens place. 3 5 is 15. 3 8 is 24 plus 1 25. 3 1 is 3 plus 2 5. 0 5 7 14 6. Now you count the decimal places. Here there are 2 decimal places and here there is 1 decimal place. Total decimal number places equal to 3. Count the number of decimal places 1, 2, 3 and keep point. So what is the value you got? Rupees 64.750. This is the value of 3.5 kgs of onions. 64.750, or you can write 64.75. Next, you try this homework. $69.2 into 2.5. Second one. 20.61 into 3.09. Third one. 658.321 into 43.2. Fourth one. 206.005 into 0.07. So this you can try homework. Here we are multiplying a decimal number with another decimal number. That is why it is under the heading multiplication of two decimal numbers. So you can try this homework. Next exercise 2.2. Find the product of the following. Exercise 2.2. The first Roman is find the product of the following. Find the product of the following. Find the product of the following. First one, 23.4 into 6. You know, many examples we have done, so it is easy for you, but in the exercise I will explain some problems, so the other will be given homework. You can try them. 23.4 into 6. First step as it is, multiply with 6. 6 4 is 24. 6 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 20. 6 2 is 12. 12 plus 2 14. After one place you have to keep points, so it is 140.4. The rest you can try homework. I will write the homework problems here. 681.25 into 9. Second problem this is. Third problem, 53.29 into 14. Fourth problem, 8 into 2.52. Fifth problem, 25 into 2.013. So all these you can try, or I will do fifth one for you. It is 25 into 2.013. So in the rough column, you write 2013, that is 2.013 you can multiply with 25. We learnt in integers, product of integers is commutative, a into b is equal to b into a. Same is the case in decimals also. 25 you can take as a, 2.013 you can take as b, a into b will be equal to b into a. So I am multiplying b with a now. 25 table you know, 25 3s 75, 25 1s 25, 25 plus 7 32, 25 zeros 0 3, 25 2s 50. Count 3 places 1 2 3. So the point is 50.325 is the product. So 2.013 is multiplied by 25 and we got the product equal to 50.325. Now a table is given with respect to the number of zeros in the product. We have to keep the decimal after how many places. This is how you have to check out. First one, 36.21 into 10. You are multiplying with 10. Already I told, if you multiply with 10, that is 1 0 is there in after 1, the 0 will move 1 place towards right. So what is the product we get? The point moves 1 places, so it becomes 362.1. Second problem, 23.104 is multiplied by 100. Now you are multiplying with 100, the point moves 2 places. So you get 2310.4. Next, 6.24 into dash is given to be 6240. By what number you have to multiply 6.24 so that the point moves 3 places. So it should be multiplied by 1000. If you multiply with 100, the point moves 2 places. You can check that in rough column. Suppose you multiply 6.24 with 100, you get only 624, but you have to get 6240. It means you have to multiply it with 1000. Now the point moves 3 places. So you get 6240. Fourth one, dash into 1000 is equal to 21.05. 21.05. So how to get this? Now this product is 21.05, which you want to divide with the multiplicand, that is 1000. Now the point moves 3 places towards left. 1, 2, third place is not there, 0. So you get 0.02105, that is 0.02105. 0.02105. Here a decimal number is multiplied by 1000 and the point moves 3 places towards right and you got 21.05. To get this number, you have to divide 21.05 with 1000. I did in rough column. So rough column is very important. Whenever you work out a problem, make use of the rough column and do the calculation properly. Next, 9.234 into 100. The point moves 2 places towards right. It becomes 923.4. Next problem, 1.3004 into dash is equal to 1300.4. The point moves how many places? 1, 2, 3. When it moves 3 places, you have to multiply with 1000. When the point moves 1 place, we multiply with 10. When the point moves 2 places, we multiply with 100. When the point moves 3 places towards right, we multiply with 1000. The number in the blank should be 1000. And finally, dash into 10 is equal to 59.001. So here again make use of rough column. 59.001 you divide with 10. Now the point moves 1 place towards left. You got the number in the blank is 5.9001, which is multiplied by 10 to give you 59.001. Next, find the product. I will do one problem for you, that is fifth problem. Rest you have to try homework. First one, 5.1 into 8.1. Try the first four problems homework. Second one, 63.205 into 0.27. Third one, 1.321 into 0.9. Fourth one, 6.51 into 0.99. Now I will do fifth one for you. 837.6 into 0.006. So in the multiplication we write the first step as it is. 837.6 multiplied by 0.006. I told forget about point whenever you are multiplying two decimal numbers. First find the product of the given numbers. Here it is multiplied by 6. 6 6 are 36. 6 7s 42. 42 plus 3 45. 6 3 is 18. 18 plus 4 22. 6 8 is 48 plus 2 50. Count the number of decimal places. Here there are 3 decimal places and here there is 1 decimal place. So count the number of places, totally 4. 1 2 3 4. So the point is kept after 4 decimal places and you got 5.0256. That is the product of 837.6 into 0.006. Next, Ritesh reads a book for 2.5 hours every day. If he reads the entire book in a week, then how many hours altogether are required for him to read the book? So once again I will read one more time. Ritesh reads a book for 2.5 hours every day. If he reads the entire book in a week, then how many hours altogether are required him to read the book? So number of hours Ritesh read the book per day or one day. Per day means one day is equal to 2.5 hours. So he is reading the book number of hours. Ritesh is reading the book per day 2.5 hours. Number of days Ritesh read the book is equal to 7. That means he is completed the book in 1 week. Now we want to find how many hours he took to complete the work. Therefore, last step, number of hours he took to complete the entire book is equal to 2.5 into 7. 7 5 is 35. 7 2 is 14 plus 3 17. It is 17.5 hours. So Ritesh took totally 17.5 hours in a week to complete the book. Now you can follow how to do verbal problems. Ritesh took 2.5 hours a day to read a book and he completed the entire book in 7 days. So the total time taken in terms of hours is 2.5 into 7 is equal to 17.5 hours. Ritesh is able to completely read the book. Next, find the area of the rectangle whose length and breadth are 5.3 centimeters and 2.7 centimeters respectively. So first we write length equal to 5.3 centimeters, breadth equal to 2.7 centimeters. We need to find the area of the rectangle. Area is given by the product of length and breadth is equal to 5.3 into 2.7. Here our aim is to find the product of decimals, not the area of rectangle. How to multiply when decimals are given? We can do the multiplication in rough column. 53 is multiplied by 27. 7 3 is 21. 7 5 is 35 plus 2. 37. 2 3 is 6. 2 5 is 10. 1 13 4 1. Here there is one decimal place and here there is one decimal place. Totally there are two decimal places. Count from the units place 1 2. So the area is 14.31 centimeter square. We represent area in square units. That you are going to learn in mensuration chapter. Why we are representing the area in terms of square units. Area is always represented in square units, either square centimeters or square meters or square kilometers, that depending upon the units given. Here the units given are centimeters, so we represented the area in terms of square centimeters. Next, if the cost of each cement bag is rupees 326.50, find the cost of 24 bags of cement. Cost of each cement bag is equal to rupees 326.50. Cost of 24 bags is equal to 326.50 is multiplied by 24. First we multiply with 4. 4 0 0, 4 5 is 20. 4 6 24 plus 2 26. 4 2 is 8 plus 2 10. 4 3 is 12 plus 1 13. Now multiply with 2. 2 0 0, 2 5 is 10. 2 6 are 12 plus 1 13. 2 2 is 4 plus 1 5. 2 3 is 6. 0 0 6 3 8 7. Place the point after two places. So the cost of 24 bags of cement is 7,836. This is how you can find the product. As I mentioned, if you have purchased your material from the school, that is textbooks, then you can try 7th and 8th problems homework. And in the next class, we are going to learn about division of decimals. I hope all of you have followed the multiplications in decimals. If you have any doubt, message me on WhatsApp so that I can explain your doubts. Thank you, children. We continue in the next video.